If you want to know if you're looking for love in the wrong places, stick around because I'm going to share 4 major ways that you can tell. Don't go anywhere. Hi, and welcome to my channel. I am Portia, the communicator, your certified mental health life coach for all things life and love. I want to give a special shout out to all of the new subscribers who have joined the community. I appreciate you for being here. And if anything I say in this video resonates with you, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, if you're new here, and join the conversation in the comments. So to quickly dive in this video, we are going to be discussing how to tell if you're looking for love in the wrong places. I received a request to do a video on this, and so let's talk about it. I want to talk about one major way first that you can tell if you're looking for love in the right or wrong place. Thing number 1 is going back to an ex where the relationship was volatile. I saw on a card the other day a statement that said something to the tune of, "Stop looking for happiness and love in the place you lost it." So you really have to ask yourself, when you're considering going back into a situation with someone that didn't work for you, why? Why are you looking for love in a place where you didn't find it before? Are you trying to spark something that you feel is missing within? Or are you trying to create something that was missing then and you're thinking, well, maybe if we just approach it this way? No. If something was volatile, meaning it was highly toxic, highly dysfunctional, highly negative, and by the way, if you're a little confused on what the signs of that dynamic are, look at my recent video, check for it up here in the card somewhere. But if that situation with an ex was not good for you and you know it, I really want you to take some time, some introspective time, to ask yourself, what is driving you to go back into something that is highly destructive, something that was not successful? It's just food for thought to consider, because if you are considering going back to an ex where there were problems all the time, you're likely looking for love in the wrong place. Now, the next 3 things I'm going to talk about are according to womenontop.com. They listed about 8 or 9 signs to tell you if you're looking for love in the wrong place. But again, I'm only going to talk about 3 of those things because these are things that I can personally attest to. And so the second thing that I'll mention as far as how to tell if you're looking for love in the wrong place is being more concerned about potential rather than reality in a person. Let me say it again. You're attracted more to what you think a person can be versus who they are. It's essentially trying to change a person into being something that you have fixated in your mind, or you're hoping to love someone based off of who you think they can be. And I feel like this is definitely looking for love in the wrong place, because you're essentially looking for love in a person who probably is the wrong person for you. It's kind of funny when I think about it. I talked about attracting project men in a previous video, and typically this is the case. You know, if this man can just get the right job, if they can just have the right bank account, if they can just dress this way, if they can just fix their beard a different way, you know, like just finding these little things. And I'm not saying that there aren't different tweaks that a person can make or would even be willing to make. I'm talking about those major character or behavioral differences that are somewhat deal breakers. And it's kind of like a contingency on continuing to be with the person. It's like, if you can't really accept that person's flaws and all now, you might be doing yourself in going down the road with this person, because 9 times out of 10, you'll end up right back where you don't want to be, which is feeling alone, feeling like you've got to let this person go, or feeling like it's not going to work. And so, yeah, looking for love in the wrong place can definitely mean being fixated in a delusional mind state around a person, knowing that it's not really going anywhere. And it's also, let me say this, it's also hoping that a person will treat you a certain way, will feel the same way about you. So you stick around even though this person may not have the same feels for you. you might actually be more into them. But you're trying to do whatever you can, whether it's being friend zoned or being a friend with benefits only, because that's all they see you as. It can be willing to settle for those things that are considered less just to have someone in your life. And so you're banking on the potential of this person falling more in love with you when that's not always the case. So just be mindful of that you may be going to look for love, but they may only want sex from you. You may be going to look for love and commitment, but they may want a friend with benefits, somebody they see after hours and in the dark time only. The third way that you can tell you may be looking for love in the wrong place is prioritizing chemistry over compatibility. And what is that? Chemistry is, oh, we get along so well. We have the best conversations, or we have the best sex together. All of those things. Oh, I just like his style. We just look good together. That's chemistry. But compatibility is a totally separate thing. And sometimes we don't even think about those important things that end up being deal breakers in the end. So what is compatibility? Compatibility is, how well do you communicate together? Not just the things that you like, the similarities you have in music or in food, but how do you communicate with each other when it comes to conflict? Conflict resolution, to be specific, because we don't just want to know how to handle an argument, but how do we resolve one? Okay. Also, what are your future goals? What are the things that you're working on? Are you going in similar directions? Do those directions complement one another? What are your moral and value systems? Do you believe the same things? Do you not? And what is it in terms of your needs? Are their needs ones that you can fulfill and vice versa? Do those needs vary? Are they different? Are they similar? Do they need something that you are absolutely unwilling or incapable of providing or helping them achieve? Those are very important things when it comes to the actual fabric, the foundation of a relationship. And if you are not thinking about those things and you're only focused on chemistry, you are looking for love in the chemistry department when you should be looking for love in the compatibility department. If you haven't seen it already, I have a video titled What Love Actually Is and Why You May Be Missing It. If you've been dating without success, you can check for that up here in the card somewhere. But check that video out because I talk more in depth about what you actually might be looking for and you don't even realize it. Maybe it's actually not love, but something altogether different. The last way that you can tell you may be looking for love in the wrong place is if you find yourself attracting unavailable people. And unavailability used to be very confusing to me, that concept, but here's what it plainly means. You attract people who are inconsistent. They're in one day, they're out the next, or they're commitment phobic. They don't want to put a label on it. They haven't made things official after almost a year, things like that. Or they're still hung up on an ex. So even though they will make the time to see you, they'll only go so far because they're still in hopes that they and their ex will get back together. And some of them will even be so bold to tell you these things. And they'll say it in a certain type of way like, oh, that was, the only person I ever really loved. Or here's another one, that person's ex broke up with them. So leave it up to them. They would have never gotten out of the relationship. They'd still be with that person today. Pay attention to that type of stuff because they are telling you, they are dropping hints that they are not emotionally and mentally available to be with you. Now, what I will also say about this is a lot of times when we attract unavailable people, we are often just mirroring what and where we are. A lot of times it's us. We are the ones who are unavailable for true love and genuine connection because we oftentimes haven't been available to ourselves to feel what is missing in our lives, to feel the void and to do the inner work and the inner healing that is necessary. So we look on the outside for someone else to fix it. We look on the outside for someone else to come and give us the love that we haven't given to ourselves. So that's why I say when we are looking for love in the wrong places in someone else and that person is unavailable, it's because we have not done the work to heal ourselves, to love ourselves, to look inward. We will always find whenever we are trying to get someone else to love us, we'll always have that hole within us that's missing when it comes to love because we are still required to love ourselves first. No one else can give that to us. And if you've been unwilling to look at how to properly and fully love yourself, then you are definitely looking for love in the wrong place if you think it's all on someone else to love you. So those are the 4 things that I have, but I want to hear from you as always. Drop in the comments and let me know if there are other ways that you can tell people may be looking for love in the wrong places. Also, if you've experienced any of the things that I have talked about in this video, let me know what those things are and how it turned out for you. And did you know these were signs that you were looking for love in the wrong place? I know for me back in the day, I had no clue that that was what it was. So let me know. If this video has served you and has been insightful, I ask that you give it a thumbs up, share the content with someone else you know it can help. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on impactful coaching content. Lastly, if you want to stop looking for love in the wrong places, if you want to learn how to stop attracting the wrong people, and if you want to attract a loving, long-standing, healthy relationship dynamic into your life, book a free consultation with me. I have a program that's titled Rewire for Love, and it's designed to take you from your negative relationship saga into the life of partnership you desire and deserve. It has worked in my life. I have been doing this work personally for over a decade, and it is working in the lives of women that I am personally coaching today. The link for that is in the description box below. And that is all I have for you in this video. Thank you again for taking the time to watch. I appreciate you being here. And until the next one, peace and blessings. Take care and bye for now.